What we're facing right now, both for discovery and manufacture and the drug space, is essentially a global bucket brigade where molecules are being moved all around the planet. Something is made in one location, flown 8,000 miles to be tested somewhere else. Our platform is uniquely designed to allow us to make parts anywhere in the country, bring them to a central location, a molecular assembly line where they can all be assembled in a very efficient process that is different from how drugs are made now. We are trying to shatter the synthesis bottleneck. This inability to make molecules in an efficient fashion is holding back multiple sectors of our society, especially drug discovery. My name is Michael Foley. I am a co-founder and CEO of Excelsior Sciences. We're on the cusp of a new chemical revolution. We're calling it the molecular industrial revolution. The current artisanal approach, which really has not changed for almost 200 years, which causes that synthesis bottleneck, is that every molecule that's made for testing, whether that be for drug discovery or any other field, is a handcrafted, individualized work of art by an artisan. This is a very slow, inefficient process. Our ability to develop chemistry that machines can do and that AI can learn from is really essential to breaking this bottleneck and moving multiple sectors of our society and our economy forward. People have spent a ton of money trying to build machines that can do chemistry. Thousands of different reactions run thousands of different ways. There's never been a machine in the history of humanity, and there never will be, that can do any of those well. So you have to switch your focus from building machines that can do chemistry to chemistry machines can do. AI and chemistry are an odd couple. This is because chemistry now done the artisanal way is not aligned with AI. Our approach to modular chemistry gives AI the amount of information and the type of information it needs to learn from. And a direct analogy to this is what AlphaFold did recently to earn the Nobel Prize, where they modularized or tokenized proteins at the level of amino acid, looked at patterns of amino acids, and correlated those with the three-dimensional structure of proteins. With that information, they're now able to predict the three-dimensional structure of every protein on Earth. What we're trying to do is take that same concept and bring it to small molecules, effectively creating a new chemical language that AI can learn from to predict the properties of small molecules in a way that is not possible anywhere else. One of the most powerful aspects of our platform is that the same chemistry that is used to discover a small molecule, particularly in the drug discovery space, that same chemistry then easily portable over to manufacturing. Typically, there's a latency period, sometimes as long as 2 years between the discovery phase and being able to initiate human clinical trials because you can't scale up enough material efficiently. While most of the world is fascinated on molecular structure, what we think about is molecular function. This is really what you want. When you're developing a small molecule, you want it to perform a particular task. With drugs, they're very hard to invent and get through the rigorous clinical trial process to show that they're both safe and effective in humans. Many molecules make it to the clinic and show great promise in terms of alleviating human diseases, but they have some fatal flaw that prevents them from going on and getting approved by the FDA. With our modular approach to chemistry, we can look at the functions of molecules that work to become a drug, but also what limits them, and look at our repertoire of blocks to then snap them together in an automated fashion to address the liabilities of these fallen angels while keeping the properties that made them an angel in the first place. An example of this would be amphotericin, which is an FDA-approved drug, but it goes by a name amongst physicians as amphoterrible because of some terrible toxicities that are associated with that molecule. With one of our co-founders, Marty Burke, he used our modular chemistry to actually understand the mechanism of amphotericin and how it works. And what he discovered was that amphotericin has a property of removing a particular molecule from the cell wall of a fungi as well as from the cell membrane of cells in our body. And that was the reason that this toxicity emerged. And by simply changing a small part of amphotericin, he and his team were able to tune out the property of amphotericin that causes human toxicity while maintaining all of its properties as an antifungal agent. This amphotericin example shows the power of the modular approach, where one building block or one small part of that molecule can be switched out with another building block in our collection to take away that toxicity that was inherent in the parent molecule and create a much better version of that drug to help patients. The world is really focused on structure, which is the wrong thing. You have to make molecules that have a particular function, do a job. That has to be the focus to move the ball forward in multiple sectors of our economy. Every single industry that uses small molecules as part of its business model will be discovering and manufacturing those small molecules with our technology, full stop. You can't go back to the old way of doing things once you've seen a better, more efficient approach.